What's up, y'all? What's going down? Clash of Thoughts is going down. That's what it is. What's good? What's good? Happy Thursday, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Join the conversation. Tell a friend. Give a grin. Let them know the show is going down right now. Let's get it. Let's go. What's up, CO? Up in
What's
cyberspace.
the dealio?
Man, just maintaining. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year, again, if I said it before.
Yep, same. Happy New Year.
So what's new? What's been going on in the zone?
Oh no, I might be pregnant.
Oh goodness. That's deep. You know what I
That's
mean?
where I was. That's where I was. That's how it happened. I was so deep. This shit just
Oh goodness.
I couldn't control myself. You feel me?
Yeah, it bees like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why people need to be really mindful of who they entangle with. You know.
Yep.
What's up, everybody? You know what I'm saying? Happy Thursday. Clash of Thoughts is going down. You know what I mean? What's up, Batman is up in cyberspace. Let's get it. Let's go. We got the purple hearts up in the air. Okay, up in the air, like we just don't care. It's definitely going down. Um, hey, new year, new game plan, new strategy, new moves, new connections, new all that. You know what I'm saying? Do you well, and pursue unapologetically. I want to take a moment right now and, just have a moment for my boy, Willie Mammoth, RIP. Just a tough thing. I lost my mom last year as well. It's just been really, really tough, like, with these losses, So everybody give a prayer out for people that that are going through, losses and yourselves, prayer for strength and understanding in these times, like, so that's just what it is. That's the biz, So what's on the topic? What we talking about tonight? Like what's going down? You know what I'm saying? Join the conversation in the comments. Let's get it in. Give a grin and tell a friend. Let's go. You know.
Yeah. So shit. Tonight's topic is shit. It's like, what are we really arguing over? What are we really talking about? As they say, what are we talking about? Uh, a lot of times we fight over bullshit,
Mhm.
and it's really for nothing.
When when it's really for nothing, I mean, it's such a bigger picture to it because as we living in our flesh and we living in this time, things mean a lot to us. Like we take situations seriously, so serious that it's about our emotions. Emotions is a big um make you or break you when it come down to life, like when we really focus on that. And when we talk about does it really matter, in the end, you know, when it's time to go home, cross over, transition, can you take any of this stuff with you? Can you take anything with you? You know what I mean? What you think about that?
Well, my shit is, this, like, we live in a simulation. It's not the kind of simulation that we see like on TV and shit when they tell us we live in a simulation. Um, it's just more like, waking up to a new life, to a new realm, whatever. It's hypothetical. I'm just guessing. But none of this shit in this life, it means, like, we can't take any of it with us. You know what I'm saying? We argue about the color of our skin, and we African and this, that, and the third. But it's like when you die, your African skin don't go with you. Your black skin don't go with you. Your kids can't go with you. I don't give a fuck what you clutching on when you die. You can't take nothing from this world into your next world. This is just an experience we have, a temporary experience. So I don't know. I just think we distracted by the bullshit. We distracted by the shit that they got us arguing with each other about, debating
Mhm,
with each other about, and at the end of the day, it really don't like none of this shit really matters, bro.
mhm, mhm. What penetrates me about this whole discussion is the simple fact of like when my mom passed away. You know, I was staying with my mom. I love you, mom. You know, and what a blessing. Like just what a love that I know that I would never ever experience again. But um all of her stuff, you know what I'm saying? It was really overwhelming. Um I mean, her accomplishments, her certificates, like the things that she worked hard for, the things that, you know, meant a lot to her keepsakes, her memorabilia. You know, if you don't have kids or if you don't have someone to leave this stuff to, what happens to this stuff that means so much to you right now? You know? So that's what really penetrates me right now with this situation because that was deep. Her handwriting, her signature, you know, the things, the letters, it just all type of stuff. It's like what happens to this stuff afterwards when you're gone, you know? And then they say, you know, this body is a shell, that this body caused so much havoc on earth, like it just caused so much havoc. Why do you think that is?
And shit, I just think that's just the mind of some people. You know, it's just the mind of some people. Like we spoke on before in the previous show, not the last, not the previous show, but in a previous show. You know, this is hell. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this is hell. So like
Can you
the
like
boy,
elaborate a little bit more on what you mean by that though?
the bullshit thrive. Bullshit get pushed to the forefront, and the real shit get pushed in the back. You know, that shit get pushed in the background. So you know, it's just like all the fuck shit, man. All the fuck shit from the music industry, you know, the entertainment industry, real life, all that type of shit. Like everybody's just focused on the fuck shit, and it's not that many people focused on, you know, what's real. Like enjoying your time here, enjoying your experiences while you have it. Because, like I said in another show that we did, shit, this ain't the last days. This the last days to the people who's dying. You know, the people who not gonna wake up tomorrow. This they last days. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But life goes on, and life is gonna continue to go on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I think um, physically this is hell.
Mm. You know, it's interesting that you say that because I just want to, you know, recommend A Good Place. It's on Netflix. It's something that I've always passed up, but it's called A Good Place. Definitely check it out. You know, Netflix, you're welcome to pay me. It's great. Welcome, you know. But that is kind of like a definition of what you're talking about when you say that. You know, this is deep because it goes real deep. You know, we're here like once you're born, you like low key suffering, low key, like you just born what like basically. I don't want to say waiting to die, but I mean you're like born to die. You know, what a sad situation. So everything in between. Why are we so passionate? Why do things matter so much? Why do we kill each other? You know, why do we steal from each other? Why do we have such a problem with disrespect? Like, what is disrespect? What is your definition of disrespect? Because what may be disrespect to you ain't disrespect to me.
Shit, disrespect to me is respect my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. Um, you got to respect the person mind. You know, if a motherfucker, it's like if you go to a person's house and they don't allow you to wear shoes in their house, and you like, fuck you, I'm gonna wear shoes anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or
you're
you
not.
get an attitude or you feel some type of way.
Yeah, you got to respect the person mind, regardless if you want to or if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That
yeah, because when the person feel disrespected, then the sky's the limit. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to get a cookie. Yeah. I could get all up in it. You know what I mean? I had to keep it PG. Yeah, you know, I definitely feel you on that note. Like pride. pride. Like, this stands for respect. Money, power, respect. Shout out to Little Kim. What you need in life is the key to life. Like, do you guys believe that? Like, put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Because respect is a big, big thing. Respect is a big, big thing. Like, a lot of people, like, literally lose their lives. Like, get their whole lives just messed up because of this respect thing. Respect my mind. So, it's respect. It's basically listen. Basically.
Yeah,
If
if you don't like it, if you don't like it,
say something, listen.
yeah, and if you don't like it, remove yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like what you're hearing, or if you don't like whatever's being presented, it's like Eminem used to say. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck is these kids' parents at? Why they listening to me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and then too, even people who be complaining about shit, bro. Like, I'm not gonna complain about the shit that they show on TV, nigga. I'm just not gonna watch this shit. Like, our participation in the bullshit goes a long way. It's the participation in the bullshit. When people have different ideologies on uh and different upbringing. Some people was brought up in the hood, in the ghetto. Some people brought up in gang culture. Some people is brought up in the family dynamic. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Mhm.
like you have all these different dynamics and shit. So when you have a bunch of people in the same spot, everybody don't have the same morals. Everybody don't live by the same laws and the same rules. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in a space like that with multiple people and shit, you can't be stepping on people's shoes. If we all came to have a good time and enjoy ourselves, why? What's the need for any disrespect?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's real talk. What's going on, Nisha? Nisha is up in cyberspace. Like, what it do? You know what I'm saying? Hey, family, what's going on? What's going
The deal,
on?
cousin. What's the deal, cousin?
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, none of this shit,
Mhm.
none of this shit matters, man. Even our kids, even like a lot of people when they grow old and pass away, they lose their memories and all that type of shit. Cause
Mhm.
I believe that's what happened when you leave this earth. Like you literally like you leave every experience that you had here along with your body.
Mhm.
Everything that this body experienced here, that should get left here. It's like
What happens on Earth stays on Earth. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
it's like when you wake up from a dream.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say you had a bad dream and you know, somebody killed you or was chasing you or your life was on the line. You wake up, you like, damn, I just had this crazy ass dream. It's the same thing when you die in this world. You're gonna wake up in your other world like, fuck, I just had a crazy dream. I was a producer, I had, 4 kids and da 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 type shit. You're gonna be telling whoever the fuck you wake up to, like, damn, I just had this crazy ass. It's like waking up out of a dream type shit. You know what I'm saying? Our
Mm-hmm.
memories it's not if you sleep for 8 hours, you literally only remember like 2 to 3 minutes of that shit.
Mm-hmm. It don't seem that long at all whatsoever. Nisha, this is a dope question. So is it all for nothing?
Yeah, it's just an experience. That's what I'm saying. We're having an
Well,
experience. If you go see a show, my nigga, you're not getting nothing out of the show but entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to experience a concert, that's what you got out of it. The effort, the enjoyment, you dancing and you singing your favorite songs and turning up with everybody in the building. That's your experience. That's what you get out of it. Life is
so
what you
it's
make
a
it.
life
This shit is what you make
experience to you. Like, this is an experience. This is something that we entered into and something that we're going to exit out of.
it. Yeah.
But the
Like when a
exit,
person,
I mean, I don't think it's all for nothing. That's my answer to the question, Nisha. Like, I don't think it's all for nothing. No, I think
but like
life does have layers, is levels to this.
if I passed away right now, none of this shit matters anymore. Nothing in this life matters anymore. I'm gone. Like nothing. I leave everything behind.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
can't take anything with me. So how is that not for nothing? It's like you can't take nothing with you. So it doesn't matter what you do here. You're not taking it with you.
Well, okay. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like even we all lost somebody, bro. When you lose somebody, what you feel? You feel an absence. You feel an absence, like, damn, this person is gone because they're gone. They're not here anymore, bro. Like, no more. You living off of old memories. You cannot create new memories of someone that's no longer here. They're gone. You know what I'm saying? So life has stopped for them. Like life ended when they passed. So anything beyond that is they have no recollection of. They not, you know, they on to their next journey. Ain't nobody looking back. Ain't nobody looking back. Motherfuckers looking forward.
Right, but like when it comes down to like spirituality and growth, like when you look at every growing thing on earth, it's a process. Everything of life is a cycle. And with like that, I feel like, you know, there is a growth. Like we're gonna enter into another realm. Like it's gonna be like another dimension, like something that, you know,
And that's what I'm
that
saying. So
we
if this
can't
other
even
dimension,
talk about because I mean it's beyond this level of thinking.
and
You know,
nobody's experienced it. Nobody has experienced it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm
right?
saying,
Nobody
like,
has fear. I mean, you well, people have died though and can't got resuscitated.
yeah, but that is not
But they
that's not
still can
gone.
tell you what happened because I don't even think they really did at that moment. I just think that the organs stopped working.
Yeah, but motherfucker can bring you back, my nigga. You're not all the way gone, bro.
Yeah, I think you
You're
just
not-
in the middle place. I think when people, ooh, that is ooh, deep. You know, like it's like a middle place, like the in between, like a time maybe, you know, you are dreaming, you are thinking, you are, you know, in this state of transition, you know.
Have you ever had surgery? Have you ever been under before? Have you ever been put to sleep for
No, but I
surgery?
have been numb. No, I've been numb to get my like wisdom tooth pulled out. Thank you, blessings on blessings.
When you get
Never.
put to sleep, my first time getting put to sleep for surgery, I was scared as fuck. I'm like, I'm nervous. What if I wake up? What if I feel it? When I woke up from my surgery, I was like, the feeling that I had was scary, but at the same time, it was like addictive. When you go under, when they put you under and they do surgery on you, you're not asleep. Ain't no way a fucking doctor, if I don't give a fuck how sleep you is, if I start cutting your body open, you're gonna wake the fuck up. When they put us under, anybody who been asleep, they'll tell you we do not dream. You do not dream at all. You have when they put your ass to sleep and you wake up, you have no recollection of that time. It's like a lost fucking time. You didn't dream, you didn't do shit, right? So, you know what they do is they slow the heart and all that shit down to the point where like you know you're damn near dead. Like you're damn near dead. They wouldn't be able to do all this operating and shit on you, my nigga, if they just put you to sleep. And you know, I think that's what it is. Like when motherfuckers go in comas and shit, like we don't know if these people was actually dreaming or not, bro. It's a lot of people who's alive and haven't had a dream in years. It's people who don't even dream no more, my nigga, who haven't dreamed since they was kids. So just because you're asleep don't mean you're having a dream. That's lost time. So when you sleep forever, my nigga, like nobody knows that experience that you have when you go into that. You can't. It's not hopscotch to where you can jump from one fucking realm to the next realm. Like, oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm like, no. Once you cross over into that other, you're there. This ain't the movies where God sends you back. Oh, my son, your job isn't done. I'm
Mhm.
going to send you back. This is not. It's not like that.
Right.
Once you cross the fuck over, you crossed over, bro. That's a whole nother reality for the spirit, for the soul. That's a whole different reality.
Mhm.
Once the spirit leave the body, can't no doctor in the world put that bitch back in there. I'm gonna say that again. Once the spirit leave your body, it's not a doctor in the world who can put that spirit back in your fucking body. I don't give a fuck how much CPR, how much anything that you cannot put a spirit back inside a body.
Mhm. Mhm. That makes sense. You know
Yeah,
that
doctors
makes
don't have that power.
sense. So with the dream world, like what is that? Like life is so mysterious and magical. It's very majestic. You know, it's just so many. It's a mystery. It is. It's something that you know to think about, and even for us to have the ability to even think like this, to have the ability to inquire about what's around us and our purpose, our destiny, like why are we here? But when you really, really just look at what's in front of you, like it's just clear. Like you have to surrender. Like you have to understand that you do not have control
Well,
over.
I don't think we have to, because when we look at tribal people, when we look at people who live in tribes and shit off the land and shit like that, they're not as deep as we are. They're not sitting there talking about what you think my dream meant. These people just living their lives, bro. And that's why I'm saying, if our lives mean something, the people who live in the bush, who they get up every day and they hunt and they have no purpose, nigga. They're not out here chasing careers. They're not out here doing nothing. They're just simply living. And they've been doing this shit for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So while we over here thinking that this shit is so complicated, it's not. The only reason why we question these things is because the school system, religion, and other shit have presented this shit to us. God created you, such and such. And it's like, okay, so now you start thinking, where did I come from? And then you start thinking about all these different things. But if nobody never told us about spirituality and all that shit, we wouldn't even be looking at that. We'd literally just be simply living life. And that's why the people in the bush is way more happier than us. They ain't got all the type of diseases and all that shit, bro, because they're not, they live the simplest life. No electricity, no running water, no none of that shit. And they thriving, bro. While we over here with a million fucking diseases, thinking we so smart and we so deep because we got some false knowledge.
Right. But what I was saying, like surrender, meaning that you don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. You don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 hours. Okay. Like you don't know. Like we're really living minute by minute, second by second. And even that don't even exist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is real. This is a real situation, and for us to bicker and for us to nitpick and for us to not talk to each other no more. I mean, I'm not saying like dismiss your morals. I'm not saying don't be upset. I'm not saying don't, what I'm saying is like the how serious people take stuff is just out of control. And I feel like, with television and media, like that add on to the fuel. It's a lot of gun violence. It's a lot of things that, people really think that they can do, and then people do it, and then the drugs get involved, and it just becomes just a mess. Or when you get angry enough, even if it's protecting yourself, to actually kill somebody. But what is this all for? Back to the question, like, does it really matter? I mean, the hurt, the pain, and everything. Like, what is the purpose? See, that's the thing. Like, do you believe that there is even a such thing as purpose?
Nah, look, we're humans. Look, we are humans having a human experience. That means you're gonna experience all the shit humans experience.
Okay, but we.
You're gonna experience all the shit humans, and that's what I'm saying. When you leave this world, you're no longer having a human experience. Your life
Do
here is
you think
50
it's
to
another
fucking,
experience after?
yeah, because the spirit doesn't die. The soul, it doesn't die.
Yeah, and
So
it's
if we don't,
growing up. So this is like another like womb. Like womb after womb after womb, because once a child is born, they're outside of that dimension of, there it's like, wow, wow, I'm here. Yeah, we talk about death a lot, but we don't talk about where did we come from before we died.
the same place you go to when you
I mean, I'm
after
sorry,
you die.
not before we died, before we were born. Where were we? Where were we before we were born, basically? But what happens to you after you die? So it's kind of like the same thing you said. Like before you're born, there is darkness. There is no dreaming. There is no knowledge. There is no nothing. It's just darkness. And then boom, you're born. Then you're here
Now,
in human fleshly experience, and you're growing and you're growing and you're growing. And then boom, you go into another realm, another experience. But that other realm, that other experience, like, what is that?
what the spirit knows
What's
itself. The
that
spirit knows
Android after
the
cyberspace?
the spirit knows its journey. The spirit
Mm-hmm.
knows its journey. You don't have to. The spirit is no different than a fucking orange seed. You don't have to remind the orange tree to grow oranges. Okay, you don't have to remind the spirit of what it is and what it's supposed to be doing. Once you're in this body, then yes, nigga, you're in a human body. You have a flesh body. So you're experiencing all the things that we experience as humans. When you're born, this is the first step, having a human experience, and then the soul goes on to do whatever the fuck it does after that. But once again, we're not taking any of this physical shit over with us. We cannot physically take any of this shit with us.
Yeah,
Nothing.
with that being said, like, wow, the chaos that is happening on Earth and it's funny, like, cause it's entertaining, like, as far as the creator of this. Like, I know there's a creator. I believe, like, everything just makes too much sense. The sun is so, the perfect distance from the earth. Like, the stars, the trees, the oceans, the everything just is designed. How we love, how we eat, like, everything is like creatively done. Like, people want to talk about the Big Bang Theory, like, boom, and then this place just happened. Like, I don't believe that it was that magical. Not that, like that, to just be like, boom, it appeared.
Well, I mean, that's basically the creation story because that's how we get here. That's how we get here. When a man and a woman have sex, we call it banging. Okay, when the man sticks his penis in the vagina, it's pure darkness in there. When that man ejaculate and his shit open up and that sperm come out, that is light. That is light. So that is the Big Bang. Okay, and that's why and so when we have sex and we release, it's to create life. So that's all they was telling. It's no different than the Adam and Eve story. And this is why the church and science was against each other for so long, but now they're working together. You know what I'm saying? But that's all it is. It's the Adam and Eve story. They just basically telling the creation of two people banging, and when the man have a orgasm, it's even a woman. It's an explosion. It's this big ass explosion, right? And there's darkness inside of there. It's pure darkness. Okay, so that's what there's. And this is my thing. We don't know shit about this world because we're getting told everything. They tell us how far the sun is. They tell us how many trees is on the earth. They tell us how the fucking ocean work. They tell us what food we should eat, how many times to brush our teeth, how many times to see a doctor a year. They tell us every single fucking thing that we know to this world. So no, we don't know shit. We're following an indoctrination that has been given to us since we were children, since we were little bitty kids. We're just following this system that was given to us. We don't know shit. The only people know shit is people who use they fucking, who think for themselves. You can't tell me nothing about this world because I am once again having my own human experience. If I'm experiencing the same world as a scientist, how the fuck is he gonna tell me something that we're literally both experiencing life at the same time, bro? You can't tell me shit. I'm gonna have my human experience, and whatever is part of my reality is my reality. Whatever's going on in Iraq, nigga, I don't know. I'm not over there, bro. Like, that's not part of my reality. For all we know, that can be a whole fucking stage over there with a bunch of actors and shit, fooling us people over here. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if I can't go and verify some shit, my nigga, I'm cool. Can't nobody tell me nothing about my reality because my eyes work, my brain work, my senses work. We don't know where we are. We don't, like you said, we don't know where we come from. We don't know where the fuck we go after this. So why the fuck do people think they know where the fuck they are? We don't know shit. We're humans having a human experience. Only the spirit knows where the fuck the spirit goes. So the only way we gonna find out what happens after this is when a nigga die.
I do believe that you find out everything. You that's when the real purpose happens. It's something that should be celebrated. I think that death has been looked at as such a scary thing, such a place of sorrow. Like, when, like, for instance, I experienced, like, the darkest hour of my life, like, you know what I'm saying? But, people expected me to be a certain type of way, like to be all like just depressed and unable to function. And, like, but it's something that's out of our control, and it's something that's going to have happen to each and every one of us. Why do you think that death is looked at as such a horrible thing? Like then it looks scary. The blood is coming out and on murder stuff. Like just all kind of ranges of death because it's thousands of ways to die. Like it just seems so like
Like the
scary.
topic, like the topic, bro. People think that shit in this world means something. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like we're literally fighting for things in this world, and then when we die, it all comes to an end. It all comes to an end. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, life and death is just a cycle of life. To say we have a purpose is to say that a fucking fish have a purpose. It's to say the bees have a purpose, that the ants and the roaches have a purpose, that they're going on to a afterlife or whatever the case may be. So if every single species on this goddamn plane is having a simple experience, and every other creature in this world is living simply, and they're thriving. They're not
Mhm.
murdering each other. They're not raping each other. They're not. We the only motherfuckers that do that. But yet, once again, we so deep. We
Mhm.
so smart. We so spiritual. We so in tune with each other. But yet, the same smart, spiritual, in tune motherfucker going, he'll rape you. He'll steal from you. He'll do this. He'll connive. Like that's because we think shit is deep, and shit ain't deep, bro. This shit ain't deep at all, my nigga. This shit is put a seed in the ground, put an apple seed in the ground, and you'll watch an apple tree grow. Like that's how simple life is, bro. And when that tree dies, it dies. But we holding on to shit. We want to hold on to things in this world. And
Mhm.
so when a motherfucker die, it's like, damn. Even when a person want to die, even when they at an old age and they're ready to die, all of
Mhm.
their loved ones and shit, they not ready for you to die though. Even though you ready to die, everybody around you not ready for you to die. Like let me have my experience. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's a balance to this life. Some people live and some people die based on the balance.
Have my experience. It's kind of like a game, though. That's where I feel like the Bible really, really, really play a part because the Bible is instructions, basic instructions before leaving Earth. I do believe that. I do. A lot of the stories that's in the Bible is what's happening today. A lot of people that's in the Bible is people that's living amongst us today. I believe that it tries to protect us. It tries to help us to have a wonderful experience while here on Earth.
But what about the tribal? What about the
Yeah.
village people who've never seen the Bible? What about the tribal people, the village people who've never seen a Bible? They're not living, they don't witness the things that's going on in the Bible that we're witnessing. They don't witness that shit. And once again, they're thriving.
Where are these people is the question. I don't
They're
see like I mean, do they ever be on like any Discovery History channels?
no, but yeah, I'm quite sure. But you can Google tribes. You can
Because
Google tribes.
technology today, you
There's
right,
thousands and thousands. You know how
tribes that
many white
exist
people?
today. You know what? I'm about to do that right now.
Yeah, you know how many white people done went to tribes with camera crews and shit to film these people and see how they living and record it and shit? Like it's thousands and thousands of videos of tribes. These people live off of the land, bro. These people don't wear clothes, they don't wear shoes, none of that shit. It don't snow, it don't get cold. It stay one temperature. These people don't need shoes and clothes and shit like we do. We live in an artificial man-made world. We're not living natural. If we were, trust me, we wouldn't be into all the bullshit that we into.
Mm. You know
These,
what?
these people,
This is definitely real. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, that do make sense. It's all about survival. Like we were born here to survive. Like the baby came out knowing to suck this titty, knowing that I need this to survive and having the ability to be able to do it.
yeah, but the baby still need a titty to suck. The baby is not.
Well, I know that, but just how you're born into knowing is like survival instincts. You know, it's basically survival. But do you think that the world is really set up? Like, if it wasn't influenced by man made anything, do you think that it is a survival thing? It's since the world do provide everything that we need on a natural basis.
But that's what I'm. What? Okay, you can't survive something that's going to happen to you. We're all going to die. So it's like, okay, if I survive getting shot and I fucking end up dying 20 years later, I still die. Like, we're not surviving. We're literally having
Live.
an experience. We're literally, look, whatever your reality is your experience. I keep saying that. If you live in the ghetto and around gang, you're going to experience different shit than a motherfucker who live in the suburbs. Is going to experience different shit than a motherfucker who live on the farmland or live in rural areas. Like, we don't all worship the same shit. We don't all fight for the same things. We're not all chasing the same goals and things of that nature. You know, life isn't the same to all of us. So we're just having an experience. That's all this shit is. It's just, a simple experience. So whatever happens in his life, that's your experience. If we together, bro, and I get shot and you don't, you can't, even though you witnessed the shit, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what I experienced. You feel me? You don't know what I experienced, even though you were there and you witnessed everything and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what you experienced because you watched your friend get shot. I didn't watch you get shot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're having different experiences, bro. Our lives is going to be different. I don't give a fuck if you raised in the bush, if you raised in the streets, wherever you raised at, we're going to have different lives. But if we lived a more simpler life, we would be a whole lot more happy.
It's a scary place. It's a lot of like violence. It's a lot. Oh, I can't trust this person. I can't trust that person. In the direction of things, when it comes to humanity all over the world, like why is there so much negativity, or do you even think there's even negativity? Since you don't believe anything that the news showed, no, none of that. So, well, I mean, what do you think about the violent rate? Like, why are people so like? Okay, let's go with facts here. Okay, so the facts of the matter is, if I had a podcast where, I shake my boobies and as ass in the air or whatever, we talking about stupid shit, and that will go viral instantly, instantly. Um, you know, like socking, like fighting, arguing, like when you look at these reality TV shows, what builds ratings? Like, what is this thirst of like people wanting to see and be of negativity? Like, I was sitting down one day and I was looking at like First 48. And I had a like, I realized like I'm sitting here enjoying myself right now, looking at how like dead people and how they died. Why is this entertaining to me? Like, you know what I mean? What's up with it? Like, do you even think there's like the negative and positive on that level? Or are we just having this experience? You know what I'm saying? But is there violence? Is there like, yeah, it is, but why is that so attractive to everybody?
Because we're being controlled. That's the thing. We didn't create this complicated world we live in. Somebody else did, and they're teaching us how to live in it. We're being controlled. We're
Mm-hmm.
being controlled by things. You know what I'm saying? They
We being
look at
controlled. Okay, let me write this down.
yeah. Look at all the people that get money and they want name brand things. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just the mindset of the people because this is the world we grew up in where we think that you gotta live a certain lifestyle, you gotta live a certain way, you gotta work, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And it's like every aspect of how we think was told to us. And it don't matter if it was told to us by our parents because they was indoctrinated too. But you got to remember, the further back we go in history, the more we see that things used to be a whole lot better. Okay, we didn't have GMOs and artificial flavoring and McDonald's, and we didn't have all that shit. The further back you go into history, you know what I mean. We not the creators of anything, bro. We talk about our ancestors created this and created that. We not creators, my nigga. We literally just consumers. That's what they reduced us to, consumers. Because look, here's one for that ass. The scriptures say, "The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want." Oh my God. Look, that answered the question right there to the topic of the night.
Okay, break it on down, brother.
That answers the question to the topic tonight. If the Lord is your shepherd, you shouldn't want nothing else. You shouldn't be chasing a house. You shouldn't be chasing, you know, I want this big house. I want this certain car. You got the Lord. You have the Lord. You should not want anything else. That's what the scripture says. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. What else? What else is there for you to want? And you have the Lord. You
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't want for shit. You
Just
shouldn't want for anything.
like Mother
And that's
Nature,
why.
natural stuff.
And that's why I'm saying. See, my family, my household, my woman, and my children, my household. That's the most important to me because I have to protect that and everything else that come along with it. So that's my shepherd. I don't want shit else. I'm good. I know what's important to me. My family. You know what I'm saying? My kids, putting a smile on their face and things of that nature, teaching them about this life and teaching them to not, want these pair of shoes or, want this or want that. Because they got to grow up in this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I allow them to be easily influenced, then what's the purpose of me educating myself and breaking myself out of the system if I just watch my kids go into it? You know what I'm saying? So once you, get on this topic, you have to change your lifestyle. You have to be an example. You know what I mean? And everybody, people is just chasing shit. Even when we was talking about last time, women ain't even really chasing men no more. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like the things that's important, family and shit like that, things that's priceless that you can't buy. Right? Because we having an experience. So you're supposed to want a partner and want a family and all these type of this supposed to, we're having this experience. But that everybody don't want that type of experience. They want other shit because they have been influenced by the entertainment, the music, the TV, all of this different shit, their surroundings, what they think life is, So
Yeah, shout out to Jim Carrey, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys could Google it. All this information is accessible. Jim Carrey said himself, like, why do you think we get paid more than a doctor, more than a teacher? Why do you think we get paid stupid money? Like, because we are hired to trick you guys. We are hired to put out ideas and put out trends and things, to be doing. Like I'm sure somebody wouldn't even know how to kill a person until they learned by looking at television. So tell a vision, right? So it's a vision of something else. It's visions, it's images, it's learning. And as an educator, which I am, thank you very much. Got my bachelor's, you know what I'm saying? Whooped, whooped. When you're children, that is the first learning stage, like sponge style, like, you know what I'm saying, from age 0 to 5. So if you are absorbing this type of images, visions, stories, like, history, all this stuff that, basically it's telling you, you create a character. You find yourself even laughing like some movies or people that you saw, like Medea. Like Medea is very popular for mimicking and creating trends, amongst the culture. But is it clowning or is it, creating more people to behave that way? We learn from vision, we learn through, audio, we learn through hands-on experiences. So it's just all within this life experience. It's really a learning experience because there's a lot of things that other people know that I don't know. Of course, there's people that are like, masters and geniuses at things. So it's all on different levels. It's a learning experience as well. And it's your character. Character is everything. If we just really throw out everything else, like, does it really matter what kind of car you got? Does it really matter your shape? Does it really matter what hood you from? Is it your hood? Does it really matter that this dude called you a bitch? Do it really matter that this female, people need to really pick and choose their battles, wondering why their life is so miserable. You're creating this stuff for yourself, and a lot of people unfortunately thrive off of drama. Like, can I have a day without drama?
well, you can have a lifetime without drama.
No, you can.
You
I'm
know,
just
you
saying,
can
there's people
no,
out
no, you can. You can have a lifetime without even having to be a part of a system or even deal with, the shit that we deal with. You, if a motherfucker went and bought them 10 fucking acres of land and built them a house and stayed to themselves, nigga, you wouldn't have no problems. You wouldn't be worried about what's going on with such and such and such and such. So it's just like, for people who, like, I eliminated myself out of the whole conversation because I'm no longer interested in it. So I eliminated myself from the whole conversation. You know what I'm saying? We can't complain about a system that we're in. Like, if we don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had the opportunity to get away from all the fuck shit, I can do it. I can go buy some land and be around the motherfuckers who want to be around me. I don't gotta fucking be around none of this shit. So for all the people who are stuck, like I am, like we are, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no money to go buy no fucking land and build on it and maintain it and all that type of shit. So we're stuck here. We have no fucking choice but to deal with this shit. But if we had the opportunity, a lot of people, they get the fuck out the city. A lot of people not even born in the fucking city. They're born in these little bitty towns and these rural areas and shit. And trust me, they do not experience none of this shit we experience. They're not experiencing murders. They're not experiencing fentanyl overdoses. They're not experiencing none of that shit in these small fucking little towns ducked off and all that shit in the countryside and all that. They're not experiencing that shit. Motherfucker ain't tripping. Your neighbor is 5 minutes away from you, nigga. Like, and that's why I'm saying we're so packed up into this shit. The only way to escape this matrix is here. And that means to not believe shit in the matrix. Put yourself outside of the matrix mentally if you can't go there physically. That's why I don't believe shit, because none of this shit matters to me. I don't give a fuck who the best basketball player is. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know, I can go to, let's say I went back to school for a degree and I got that degree and I got the job that I always fucking wanted. And I died in a car accident the day before I'm supposed to start. All that work I put in was literally for nothing. Literally, my nigga. And that's what I'm saying. These accomplishments and these things that we do, we can't take none of this shit with us. We literally leave it all behind. You know what I'm saying? So what really matters is what people, how people live their lives. Everybody's not a family man. Everybody is not a one-woman man. Everybody is not, a queen. Every woman is not a queen. Every woman is not a goddess. You know, you got some bitches and hoes and thoughts and all, and they proud of it. I'm not going to call a prostitute a queen, point blank, period. You got women who carry themselves in a certain way so men can come at them a certain way. And you got women who dress a certain way so men can come at them. So when a nigga see a prostitute, she got barely any clothes on, a nigga pull up, hey, what's up? Get in the car. So if a nigga see a respectful woman out at the bar or something and she got little bitty clothes on, and if a nigga come at you like that, you can't be like, oh, nigga, you dress like a whore. Like, literally, you dress like a prostitute. This is the type of attention that prostitutes get when they dress like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for real, man, we all chasing some shit that's inside of our heads. And this is why people wear makeup and put wigs and shit on. And, they cover up who they are because, women say we have to get beautified. Because nobody's really beautiful on the outside except me. You see me? I'm always like this, nigga. I'm beautiful on the outside. I don't know when the last time my hair seen a motherfucking comb. Yeah, I'm beautiful. I ain't finna do nothing to this. You know what I'm saying? At all. But yeah, man, it's just people ideology. We can't change the minds of the people, man. So we changed the minds of ourselves, and we try our best to get ourselves out of this situation.
Do you think
we do that by owning something? We can't go nowhere if we don't own it. Huh?
You think it's captivity that we're imprisoned in the system?
No, because everybody have an opportunity to. Nothing is stopping you and me and a couple other people from putting some money together and buying some land and going to live on that land. You feel me? If I said I'm finna get 10,000 on my taxes. Nisha finna get 10,000 on her taxes. Ooh, and you like, oh shit, I'm getting 15 on mine. I'd be like, okay, let's all put 5. There's some land out here. We can get some land out here for cheap. And I don't give a fuck if we gotta live in a tent. People ain't willing to do that. Motherfuckers like they hot water. Motherfuckers like their house. Motherfuckers like that. And that's what I'm saying. You can't have a peace of mind, but it's gonna come at a cost to this. People don't want to let this go for a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? If I can go and camp on my own land, my nigga, and get away from this shit for months at a time, I ain't gotta worry about paying no bills, no rent, nothing. And I can just go and get away. Even if I can build a little shack or something on that bitch, I would get away from all this. I don't need running water and all that type shit, bro. Just as long as I got some water close and some firewood, nigga, I'm good. But we
Mhm.
don't, everybody's not like that, man. We addicted to this fucking system that we was born and grew up in. It's hard to disattach from the matrix once you've been plugged up to the motherfucker.
Yes, and just imagine if all this shit was just stripped away and you had to survive on your own. Like even your houses. Like one day you just woke up and it was just nothing but land.
Ask the people of Katrina.
And
Ask the
so
people of New Orleans.
you could really survive. And what would you do? What items do you think you need? Like what how would you survive? Like if you just woke up one morning and everything was just gone except for land, animals, and water.
That's gonna be the end of mankind. That's gonna be the end of mankind. Even now, when we have
Well, yeah,
natural
that's gonna be
disasters,
horrible.
yeah, because people gonna be running to whatever government is available. Save me and my family, save me and my baby. My baby is on asthma and he needs medication, and my mother is diabetic and she haven't had her medication. We need save me. I mean, come on, like that's the if you oppress, and that's why I say, bro, when we speak on this, we're not just talking about black people, we talking about the world. When you oppress a people, everybody, this is the mindsets of the people. I
Hmm.
mean, look at we all fucked up. They got us all sick, fucked up, out of shape, all this. So some shit happened. It's like, damn, we ain't even no type of condition to even survive on our own.
It's
So
unfortunate.
yeah,
I don't like this. It's so just like you said. It seemed very demonic. Yes, like not demonic, but like this is hell. And I'm gonna
hey,
say
hey,
demonic too, because what do you call a person who is fucked up? A demon. A person
hey,
who's
hey, look,
you
and
know.
real quick, just I'm sorry, just real quick. And ain't it funny how all the people I keep talking about, these people who live in the bush, these tribal people, they're gonna be laughing at us because they been living like that and they surviving and thriving off of the land. And we gonna be dying the fuck out, and them people gonna be like, they're gonna be laughing at us like, and these niggas thought they were so smart. These people thought they were so smart, but yet we can't even resort back to a natural way of living if we had to, my nigga. People is gonna die off in numbers and in large amount of numbers, man. And the people who's living the most natural, the simplest lives, they're gonna be looking at us like, damn, we thought they was gods and goddesses and this, that, and the third, and kings and queens. We thought their ancestors built pyramids and shit. Look at these motherfuckers. They don't even know how to nigga can't even fish. Nigga don't even know what plant he can eat. You know what I'm saying? And that's it's like I said, bro, that's just the reality of things. You know what I'm saying? If people don't want to be stuck in that situation, you better fucking learn how to some survival skills. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody's stopping you from this is not a prison because every single person in America have the opportunity to leave America or stay in America and go buy. You can go buy as much land as you want to and build a big ass fence around your shit. You ain't got to worry about nobody coming to your shit.
Hmm.
But it's do people really want to escape? No, people talk all this, that, and the third. Then they get a little money and move to the suburbs and think because you moved from the ghetto to the suburbs that you moved away from something. And you didn't. You still come on. If you really want to get away from this matrix, bro, you got to separate yourself completely. And that's not hard to do. I'm in
Hmm.
Nevada. There's plenty of fucking lands out here with houses just depth off in the fucking mountains and shit like that with no houses by them. Them people got a fucking clear mind. Them people is living they best lives. Fuck a club, fuck a bowling alley, fuck a movie theater, nigga. This shit. That's what I'm saying. Do that mean anything? Do that mean something? Us going out tonight and watching the movie? No, the fuck it don't. We're just having a human experience. So we have these human um emotions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we want to feel good and this, that, and the third, but it really doesn't mean anything to the spirit, bro.
Well, you know what? I'm enjoying this human experience. And you know, and it's all about your perspective and how you just look at life, your outlook. Like people be creating their own havoc drama. Like really check yourself. Like, cause you gotta take accountability. You know, take accountability in what you do, the choices you make, and you know, choices. That's really what matters. Let's talk about what matters. Choices, the choices that you make throughout your day, how you feel, that's a choice. Today I choose to be happy. Today I choose like to find like the positive of anything. I choose that today. I choose to not let nobody with me today. You know, it's a choice. Everything's a choice. You know, did you take a bath? Was it soothing? You know, did you have candles lit? Self care. It's a choice. A lot of people don't even do that. Self what? Candles, bath. Like, you know, I'll take a shower. You know, a lot of people, it's just all about how you choose to live your life. And don't make your thing my thing. See, that's another thing that was matters to me is making your thing my thing. I don't like that. I don't like when people pressure me to think like them. That's a pet peeve. You know, like don't do that. Because we will beef. Because it's like I'm not gonna agree with you and you're not gonna make me. So sometimes, you know, in this life experience, we gotta just learn how to agree to disagree and let people be. Y'all remember Wayne's World? Put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Wayne's World. That's your world. All of us have our own world. So you say you're in my world. When I let you in my world, you know, type of situation because it is such. So, and also what matters is seasons. You know, seasons and learning how to have the gift of goodbye. You know, the gift of saying deuces. You know, yeah, like I feel like you know how they say we look for love all our lives, and then you know whatever your friend was the love of your life, so love was in your face the whole time. I think that's how it is about life and answers and destiny and motives. Like I have a passion to do spoken word, okay, because that's how I started. Spoken word to rap to podcasting to interviews to events. Like I like to impact with words. That's me. And I can't, you know, compare me to nobody else. You feels me? Because can't nobody do it like me. What? Can't nobody do it like me? You know? So yeah, that's what matters now. So yeah, I mean, the conversation was, I mean, definitely dope. The dopeness was definitely real. You know, people need to just keep this in mind, living life every day. Um, I know when I was going through my little ups and rounds, I was looking at this YouTuber. Shout out to RC Blakes. You know, you gotta laugh at toxic people. Laugh at people who are angry sometimes instead of matching energy. Stop matching energy. Only when you dating somebody though. That's when you match the energy. But you know, when it comes down to ignorance and stupidity, I don't believe in that matching energy. You know what I mean? So that's what matters. Like just be you, be true. You feels me? So what's up, CO? You got anything else to say about the topic? You know what I'm saying? We winding down. We about to get it in. Enjoy our, you know, Thursday night.
Yeah, shit. Me personally, I don't give a fuck what people do. I don't give a fuck if you bathed. I don't give a fuck. My two things is this: as long as you ain't um touching no little kids or a woman abusing, I don't give a fuck what you do. You know what I'm saying? Um, I stay to myself, and that's why I stay to myself because everybody have a right to do and live their lives how they want to, and I don't got an opinion.
hmm
I don't have an opinion, bro. I see all types of shit. I see people raising their kids a certain way, and like, yes, I keep this shit to myself. I don't what the fuck. Everybody have a right to raise their kids, and some people the choices they make, they enjoy making the same mistakes. The jailbird, you know, the the prostitute who keeps getting arrested for the same shit over and over and over, living the same life, getting raped over and over. Like some people, they enjoy that lifestyle. They don't look at it like they're being forced to do it or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, look, man, I surround myself by people who is like minded, and whatever else is going on outside. Hey, everybody out right now is saying, yeah, I'm outside. I'm outside. Guess what, nigga? I'm in the house.
Hmm.
And my kids is in the house, my nigga. So whatever's going on outside, I don't give a fuck. Y'all better not bring that shit to my door. So I don't really care about what's going on outside, because once again, I don't have enough money to buy some land and escape this shit. So I can buy land for my kids to be able to live in a world where they can go out and run around for miles. We ain't gotta worry about somebody snatching them, or somebody dog attacking them, or somebody else kid beating them up or bullying them or stealing their bike. Like, I can't provide that lifestyle. So guess what? Whatever's going on outside, let that shit happen outside. I don't
Hmm.
care. You know what I'm saying? This world is fucked up. I can't change the world. I'm not going to try to change the world. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Only thing I'm trying to do is change. I just want to change my position. You know what I'm saying? I used to want money so I can be able to help my family and help my friends when they need it and shit. Fuck that shit. I want some money so I can go and get me some land and get away from this shit. I don't got a phone. I don't got nothing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't want to be able to. I don't want to live in that world anymore, bro. I don't want my
Right.
kids to live in that world. You know what I'm saying? So I
Hmm.
don't give a fuck what goes on outside, man. Let the people do them. They're gonna learn on their own. They're gonna wake up on their own. Maybe they don't. Some people don't learn from their lessons. Some people die doing dumb shit, the same dumb shit they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay out of the way of bullshit.
Yeah. Stay out of the
You know
way.
what I'm saying? Yeah, and focus on what really matters. So me not
Yeah.
making it home is my biggest fear.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So every time I leave out the house, I make sure I do whatever I can to make it home, because
Yeah,
I
I
know
do
what's important.
that all the time. Yes, people like really like this shit is real. Like before you leave the house, like that is such a like life changing moment when you grab your keys and walk out the door because you never know. You never freaking know. You know what I mean? So yeah, life is what you make it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's a major.
So yeah, man, just enjoy life, because like I said, when you die, it's over. So hey, enjoy
Mhm.
your experiences while you get a chance to have them.
You do
Because
what you
once,
want to do. Buy what you want. Get what money. Let's talk about it real quick. You know, the root of all evil, they say. Money. Wow, the way our minds is set up to understand money is all fucked up. Like money is energy. You embrace money, like you attract money. You know what I'm saying? Money is energy. The way you carry yourself, how secure you are. How you execute and do what you do. It's all about having, confidence. That's how you get money. That's energy.
Mhm. Yeah, and then too, even with that confidence, like
Spend
you,
it.
you know,
Spend it and
even
let it come back. Spend it and let it have a generator of money. Yeah, save money, but like what if you could get hit by a bus tomorrow. And then what's gonna
mhm.
happen to that money that you saving that you could have got the dang whatever you wanted, Louis Vuitton bag. You could have had it for at least 3 days if you just would have bought it. Type of experiences. Live your life. Travel. Experience things. Create memories. Create them like bomb memories. Like do risky, challenging things. Do something different.
Hey, or don't do nothing different.
Oh.
I'm that nigga. I'm the nigga who
It
go to
doesn't really
every.
matter.
I'm the nigga. I'm the nigga who order the same shit every time. I don't try nothing new on the menu. I don't never try the new sauce. I don't never try nothing. I'm the same nigga. I get the same exact shit every single time. Like, I don't know. Once you find a comfort spot and you
Mhm.
ain't fucking with nobody, you know what I'm saying? You're not, disrespecting nobody, or you're not fucking with nobody. Once you find your comfort zone, like, it's nothing like knowing yourself. I don't need to try anything new. I'm satisfied with what I came for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I came here for, and I'm satisfied with that. So I came, like, everybody's just Because even me, I don't give a fuck about traveling. I never wanted to travel. I never cared about that. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
after this conversation, Thug, I can't lie. Um, I was having a conversation with Nisha earlier, and she was like, "Damn, shit, you know." We was talking about credit scores and shit, certain credit and certain shit. She was like, "Damn, shit, y'all, nigga, with that nigga, shit, y'all can buy a house." And I'm like, "Yeah, but we ain't satisfied with that." And
Mhm.
after this conversation, fuck a house, baby. We get in the fucking RV, and we literally
That
gonna be
part.
no,
And just
we
live
literally
all
gonna be
over.
nomads. We gonna be nomads, my nigga.
Come
We gonna
on
be
now.
gypsies.
Talk
Yeah,
for
we gonna be
real.
gypsies, my nigga, on some real shit. We taking
And
our
that's
kids and all that shit, and
man,
we just
come
gonna
on,
drive around
guys,
America.
man.
We
People
gonna
have
drive
all
around
these
America.
fine dining and these fancy
Can you get my pineapple?
couches and chandeliers and big, just expensive shit.
That you can't take with you. You done worked hard for that chandelier, my nigga. Oh, when you saw that chandelier, and you was like, I have to have that in my $10 million house. And then you had a heart attack 10 years later. Yeah,
Man,
you can't
man,
take, you ain't.
if somebody else
Damn, my
got it. I
bad.
mean, that just
My
goes to
bad.
show love somebody for real. So you could pass your shit down to somebody. If you ain't got no kids, you know what I'm saying? Love somebody because it's shit that's valuable. Like I'm so happy that my mom had me because
Mhm.
I mean, you know, and my brothers, of course, like I mean, you know, but me, I'm saying like to save her stuff, like to say, you know, to have a box that says mom's accomplishments or mom's, you know, what meant most to moms and having her, you know, high school diploma and her, you know, her I mean, her AAs, and, you know, whatever, like whatever meant some, she worked hard, her certificates, her pictures with her children, you know, because she was a teacher. Like all that stuff, you know, cards that her coworkers wrote for her saying how much she mean, you know, her ID, her wallet, like everything. Um, Luckily, I'm here to be able to save it. Okay, but what about people that don't have family, that has things around that mean so much to them? And like you said, like in the end, it's dust. Like you
Yeah,
know, if it's all for nothing.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
people
it's not, it's really,
rob you and steal and kill. Like damn, like this life experience is something else.
yeah, because, you know, even with you, right? Like, you know, your mother things that she left behind, even though she's no longer going to need them. You know what I'm saying? She's no longer going to need those things anymore that she, you know, you know, she was proud of here. She's no longer going to need them. And see, by her leaving them with you, it means something to you, you know, because you know how much that meant to her. But as each generation go by, that feeling is going to go down. Then it's going to slowly fade away. You know what I'm saying? Like nephew, you know, it's not going to mean the same. Her things are not going to mean the same to him. It's not going to have the same sentimental value to him as it does to you. What you leave him is going to have that sentimental value that
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Type of things. And then his kids is, you know, he just gonna be telling stories like, so they're not going to get a chance to even know, you know, their great grandmother have met her before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. So things vanish, right? That light slowly goes out over time. When you were born, my nigga, that star in that sky, it comes on. That's your star. You shine bright. You in that sky. And then when you die, it don't just turn off. That motherfucker starts to dim because that star is so fucking hot and it's so bright. It don't just shut off. You know what I'm saying? It starts to dim out over time. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying, like, you know, I don't believe in reincarnation and or none of that shit, bro. Like, you gone. Like, it's over. Like, I mean, and it's like you said earlier, it's nothing bad about that. There's nothing bad about going on to the next grade. You know, on some real shit. Like, you're just moving on to the next stage, to the next grade. You know, your best friend was in the fourth grade, she was in the fifth. You can't feel bad for going to junior high school and leaving them back in elementary. You know, you're going on to your next journey. So it's a beautiful thing though. This experience is beautiful because everybody don't get to live this experience out. the young man who was supposed to be great in basketball who got killed in high school and didn't get a chance to be his best. Or you know what I'm saying? We go through this all the time. People who were supposed to be something and didn't get a chance to live their life out because something happened or somebody took that away. And we swear we have a destiny here. What about the people that never got a chance to live out their destiny here? You know? So that's all. That's all, man. This shit matters to us as long as we here. Once you leave this shit, it doesn't matter anymore. Nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters. Lauren Hill tried to told us. We wouldn't listen. Where you go, Doug? How you just leave the show, nigga? You should have wrote in the back chat, C.O. I'll be black. I guess that's the C.O. show now. So I'm gonna need all the ladies, I'm gonna need y'all to go to my OnlyFans. All right. It's called, should I give them the OnlyFans? No. No. Yeah, I can. It's called Gorillas and Midgets. That's the name of our OnlyFans, Gorillas and Midgets. If you want to see some freaky shit, if you want to see a big old gorilla fuck a midget, come to my OnlyFans. We got a discount too right now, 99, 99, 99.99. Come on, this shit be lit. Shh. Is she moving? Oh, okay. Gorillas and midgets. Don't get it twisted. We got some female gorillas too. Okay? We got the silverbacks and we got the blackbacks. So we got some females too. So you got some female gorillas fucking some little bitty midget men. So it's not just the silverback, you know, on the female disc jockey. Thug, you better come back, man. I'm about to turn into a comedian on your show. This nigga just left.
Hey, my battery died.
Shut up.
My
I
bad.
turned
What
this.
did it look like on your end? I'm happy you still here.
I
Dang,
turned it into the CEO show, nigga.
for real. I can't wait to see it.
Hey,
Dang.
I promoted my OnlyFans too.
Okay, for sure. Shit. I'm like, so what happened? Did my screen just go off?
Mm-hmm. I was on here, Dolo. I was
Yes.
talking
It's
to
crazy
myself for a
how it
minute.
don't stop the live though. That's tight.
Yeah, that shit was
Thumbs up to StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? Doing the damn thing. Like what it do, what it be like. But yeah, I mean shit. What was do you remember what you were saying before I got cut off?
I don't know. I just know that I was talking about being a nomad. I decided that we just gonna get an RV instead of buying a house. I'd rather just invest in an RV, drive around the country, and shit. Just you know, we might stay at one fucking camp spot for 2 months, or and be off. Who knows?
For
One
real.
year we might hit all the water parks in America. The next year we might hit all the goddamn casino. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I just don't want to be in one place. I know that. I don't want to be in one place. I don't want land. I don't want none of that shit. I just rather just go see everything that America has to offer.
Or the world, maybe.
Nah, fuck the world. I don't want to travel. Look, everybody from the world come to America, nigga. I'm not leaving here, nigga. Everybody come here. I want to see what the fuck they came to see.
That part.
Yeah, I'm already here, nigga. I'm not gonna go nowhere.
Mhm.
Why leave? Why leave the Garden of Eden? You know, why leave Atlantis?
That
Right?
part.
If
That
you
part.
in Atlantis, why leave Atlantis, nigga? I'm not going nowhere. I'm at home. No matter where I go in America, I'm at home. I'm not finna. I'm good.
Well, CEO, you know what I'm saying? The conversation was definitely real. I'm gonna have to let this, like, computer charge on up, and your girl's about to, clash the pillow. You feel me? So yeah, like, the dopeness was definitely real though. You feels me?
Yeah, 30th, 30.
Yes, indeed. You know what? Well, till next time. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, everybody that tuned on in. Give a grand, tell a friend. Thank you so much. You know, the dopeness is definitely real. Does it really matter? Really ask yourself that in this experience. Life is what you make it. So,
And that's for everything. That's if you got kids and you planning on going to rob something or putting your life on the line, ask yourself, damn, do it really matter? Is me leaving my kids to go and do this? Does this shit really matter? Before you stick your penis in another woman and cheat on your woman, your good woman, think about it. Does this shit really matter? Everything in life, that shit, you know what I'm saying? To make that shit apply to everything. We all should think about our actions before we really move. Like, we really need to think, is this move I'm about to make, do this shit really matter?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Make every count move. Make every move count. You feel me? So
mm-hmm.
live by that in every aspect of life, man. Ask yourself that, do this shit, do it really matter?
Live a good day every day. Every day is a good day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Don't let
indeed.
nobody penetrate you. You
Yeah,
know?
ain't nobody penetrating me. What the fuck? That that's why I don't do yoga, nigga. I be scared that one of these sex demons is gonna come and try to poke me or something. Like, what
Awesome
the fuck?
does. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Just a
Yeah,
fool. I can dig it. Well, all right now. You know what I'm saying? You guys have a wonderful night. You have a good night. Give Cupid, give King, give everybody a kiss from me.
for sure though.
All right, Neil. Let's get it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Does it really matter? That part. All right, Neil.